I, Uma Agrawal, welcome you again all to the online lecture series organized by Gokhale Education Societies, BYK, College of Commerce, Nasik. In the previous lecture, we had discussed topics of treatment of goodwill, transfer of reserve fund, accumulated profit or loss, and revaluation of assets and reassessment of liabilities in the topic retirement of partnership. In this lecture, we shall go through the topics of adjustment of capital, ascertainment of retiring partners' share of profit on retirement, and total payable amount to retiring partner. A partner who cuts his relations with the firm is called a retiring partner or outgoing partner. Withdrawal of a partner from the partnership with the consent of other partners or as per the provisions of the partnership deed or by giving notice of retirement is termed as retirement of a partner. Death, old age, insanity, bankruptcy, poor health, strained relations, etc. are the causes for the retirement of a partner. A retiring partner may be free from any liability to any third person for the acts of the firm by an agreement made by the outgoing partner with a third party done before his retirement, and such agreement being implied during the dealing. In the discussion on this topic, we shall mainly focus on adjustment of capital. Second, ascertainment of retiring partners' share of profit on retirement. And last would be total payable amount to retiring partner. Let's advert to adjustment of capital. The rearrangement of capital in their profit sharing ratio may be decided by the continuing partners on retirement of one or more of the partners. The rearrangement of the capital may be in the event of retirement of a partner, the total capital of the firm gets divided among the partners in their new profit sharing ratio. Thereafter, there is comparison between new capital balance with latest capital balance of each partner. Third, calculation of surplus or deficit in individual capital account is made. Fourth, the partner may withdraw the surplus or get it transferred to current account or loan account. Similarly, deficit may be brought in by the partner or transferred to current or loan account. of the event of retirement of a partner, some transactions and journal entries which take place shall now be looked into. First such transaction is if surplus is paid back to continuing partners. Means that the continuing partners encash the surplus amount from the firm, then general entry would taken in continuing partners capital account debit to cash or bank account. Second transaction may be surplus on capital account is not paid but transferred to loan or current account. Means that the continuing partner do not encash the surplus personally, then journal entry would be taken in continuing partners capital account debit to continuing partners current or loan account. Third transaction may be that the continuing partner brings in cash towards his deficiency in his capital account. Means he brings cash personally to make up his deficiency in capital account. Then such a journal entry would be taken in cash or bank account debit to continuing partners capital account. The last transaction would be if the deficit in capital of a partner is transferred to loan or current account, then such an entry would be taken in continuing partners current or loan account debit to continuing partners capital account. The second term of this lecture is ascertainment of retiring partner share of profit on retirement. On retirement of a partner on any day during accounting year, then it is necessary to compute profit from the day of last balance sheet to the date of retirement. And this computing can either be on the basis of last year's profit or average profit, or proportionate profit for the part of the year is calculated from the date of balance sheet to date of retirement, and his share is ascertained. For transferring such profit or loss, following journal entries are drafted in the books of the firm. First, profit and loss suspense account debit to retiring partners capital or current account. Second, retiring partners capital or current account debit to profit and loss suspense account. The third topic of this lecture is total payable amount to retiring partner. Calculating total payable amount to retiring partner. In such event of the firm, some transactions and journal entry would be must, such as lump sum means the amount payable to the retiring partner is paid immediately in one stroke. Then the journal entry would be taken as retiring partner's capital account debit to cash or bank account. Second, installment means the amount payable to the retiring partner may be paid in installment and balance is transferred to loan account. Then journal entry would be taken as retiring partner's capital account debit to retiring partner's loan account. When interest is charged on loan account, then such an entry would be taken as interest account debit to retiring partner's loan account. Similarly, when interest is paid in cash, the entry would be taken as retiring partner's loan account debit to bank account. If entitlement amount of the retiring partner is transferred to loan account, then the entry shall be retiring partner's capital account debit to retiring partner's loan account. And lastly, if the amount due to retiring partner is partly paid in cash and balance due transferred to loan account, the entry will be retiring partner's capital account debit to cash or bank account to retiring partner's loan account. What reveals from the said accounting method on calculation of the amount due to any retiring partner? It shall either be paid in cash totally or in installments, and balance due transferred to the loan account, or the whole amount is transferred to the loan account of the retiring partner, then general entries would differ. With this, we conclude the theory portion of retirement of a partner. In further lectures, we would deal with the examples on retirement of partner in journal and ledger form. I hope that the theory portion on this topic has been very well understood. I thank you all for your kind attention. I thank the Principal Dr. Shri Ram Kulkarni sir and Vice Principal Shri Mule sir also for their able guidance and support. Thank you.